what's a favourite failure of yours, or a failure that you've gone through that has set you up for later success?
This is a great question, and I have a lovely story for you.
Go for it.
So about 6 months after I joined Noisy Little Monkey, we ran out of money.
Okay.
So before we left my wonderful well-paid job, boring job but well-paid, we'd taken out a loan.
Yep.
We had a load of savings. We thought, this is fine, by the time the money's run out, I'll be income generating, so this is no brainer, this is all great. And John had told me categorically there would be no tax bill this year. There was a massive tax bill that took all of our savings and all of the loan, and I think I had to make a call to somebody to say, I really want to pay you on the due date, but would you mind if it just was 3 weeks late? We properly ran out of money, and I didn't sleep for months because I was worried about the mortgage. And in the whole of my adult life, I have always had money in the bank. I'm one of those people, I'm not, I like my security in that sense.
Yeah.
So it was a huge shock to me personally. And it's had 3 very important impacts. The first one is it really made me commit to the business, because at that point my head was still half in higher education, and I was doing a bit of consultancy, and I was still not quite sure what I wanted to do. And at the point of crisis, you fully commit, or you make a decision. At that point, I had a choice. I could have said, you know what, we've run out of money, I'm going to go back and work in higher education. And what I did is I committed to the business. And that, I think, was hugely important for me emotionally. The second point is that I learned that cash is really important. And I now hide cash from John and say, you cannot spend it. Because actually that is the lifeblood of all businesses.
Of course, yeah.
The third thing, and I think there are quite a lot of agencies, certainly I know quite a lot of agencies that are run by husband and wife couples, or by people who are business partners.
I know someone, it's a company, and I'm sure they might be mentioning them actually, but they're based out in Norwich, and they're 2 couples.
Oh my goodness.
Running the business.
It's like ABBA, isn't it? That's a recipe for disaster.
Seems to work for them, so
touch wood. But there's and it only became clear when I read the Gino Wickman book, Attraction.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And he talks about the difference between visionaries and integrators. And John is the visionary. He has no concept of whether there's a tax bill or, he's just got the ideas, whereas I'm the integrator. And he loves what we do in terms of search and social. I'm not that bothered. I really like running a business, and I like the kind of the texture and content of making the mechanics work. And as a team, we are amazing, but we are really different. And I think at the moment we ran out of money, I realised that actually there were 2 separate roles there, and we needed not to mix those 2 up.
Fantastic. That's really, really good actually. It's an interesting experience that you've gone through at that stage, and
really early on. I mean, it was
I was about to say it's good to do it then. Exactly. And again, touch wood, obviously everything is going well now. I'm sure it is. You've got cash flow forecasting for the next 12 months, right?
Oh yeah. Still there.